group, the crowd, if you will, to start to exploit and offer higher quality services to all of the tenants in the cloud, not just one. And I think, to me, this is quite an interesting feature of cloud services. Another one is really going for market expansion. Just conscious of the time here, but what we can do with cloud is you can start to think about the addressable market. I won't dwell on this too much, but I think this is a very important one, I would say, with cloud computing. The ability to not only grow your market share of the existing markets, but you can explode out into new markets using the cloud computing capability. And as a provider, what you can start to do is to think of the portfolio as not as a set of infrastructure or software services, but start to think of the markets that you can address and start to think of expansion plans clearly to address different types of markets. Another area that we should, next slide, is to look at is innovative billing. Another aspect of cloud computing is it gives you alternative billing pricing mechanisms you can offer the customer. And I think this is really something that I would, again, encourage people on the call here is to think about ways in which you can use alternatives. Advertisement is clearly an area that we're seeing with Google and others. You can start to use outcome-based pricing in the cloud. You can start to tune in the business services that you can offer and start to link the elastic performance of your cloud service with their business outcomes. Then, Penelope mentioned earlier financing. Now, what we've been doing in the work recently is looking at the cost of capital. Now, a lot of startup companies particularly have a problem with cost of capital, or indeed the other side, the customer has a problem with capital availability. You can move to an OPEX model. And what we're doing with financing is to try and relate this to cloud computing, because one of the things I was thinking about, how could this be related to cloud computing? It's just financing, which is nothing to do with cloud computing.